Shanti everyone.
Om Shanti Devi.
How are you all? Sure. I'll unmute you from here. Please don't unmute yourself on your own. And I request you all to please turn on your videos. I want to see where you all are hiding and which place you're sitting and what treasures you have which you want to hide from me. Yes, I don't think we're hiding any treasure, right? So we all can turn on our videos. Yes, let's do that. Let's turn on our videos. Okay, nice. So till now, we like yesterday we looked. Yesterday we actually. So please unmute yourselves. Just give me a minute. Everyone, please mute yourselves. I'll unmute you from here. Okay. So yesterday we actually looked into what is perception, and whatever situation comes in and whatever people we meet with, we perceive it. We don't see the actual world, and everything is our perception. So are we able to see two different worlds, the outside world and inner world? Are we able to see two different worlds? Are we able to do that? Right? We're able to observe two different worlds. The outside world is different and the inner world is different. Okay. So today let's see what is the emotion that we want. What is the kind of feelings that we like? You can write in the chat box like is the feeling that you want, or what is the feeling that you like to be in, that you want to experience. It could be love, compassion, care, whatever feelings you like, you can message in the chat box. The one you feel comfortable in, the one which you like. Okay. Sure. So here, like, we have got some messages, which is we like love, we like peace, we like compassion, we like to be happy. These are the emotions that we like, don't we? We like to feel happy. So what is the thing that is stopping us from being happy? What is the thing that is stopping us from being happy? Let's say your parents are not allowing you to go outside because it's COVID. Okay, they are resisting that you shouldn't go outside. And you want to go outside, you want to hang out with your friends. So you might feel a little irritated during that time, right? So why is, and then when they agree, okay, you might not feel happy, you will feel sad because they're not allowing you. So when they allow you, you feel happy, right? So what is the thing that happened that made you happy when they agree, and what was the thing that made you sad on the first side? What do you think was that? So when they actually agree, so what is the programming that you did inside your mind? You said that I will be happy only when if my parents allow me to go outside. And if they don't allow me, I can't be happy. That is what we said. So what did we decide internally? That I can be happy. We added a condition to our happiness that if I'm allowed to go outside, I'm happy. So there is an else added by default, else I'm sad, right? So who's obstructing my happiness? And like when they agree and when they allow you to go outside, what do? Yes, they allowed me to go outside. Now I can go outside so I can be happy. That is how we have trained our mind to be. This is how we have done our programming, right? So who's obstructing my happiness? Is it my parents who are not allowing me to go outside, or is it me myself? I added the condition. I added the condition to my happiness. It is not always, right? Why are we not always happy? Because we add conditions to our happiness. That if my parents allow me, or if my friends pay attention to me, then I'll be happy. Or if I get a PlayStation, if I get a new phone, then I'll be happy. We add these conditions to our happiness. And when these conditions are not fulfilled, we're not happy. So we need to learn we have a biggest power. We learned that the feelings are created by our thoughts. It is not the outer world. It is my thought that is creating happiness. So we need to learn that we have the biggest power to change, to create happiness. I have that power to do so. So can now I be happy always? Do you think I can be happy always? What do we need to do for that? What do we have to do for that? We need to check our conditions. What all conditions have I put to my happiness? Right? Okay. So, so now, like, have you observed your parents or your teachers or any elder getting angry without any reason or getting irritated without any reason? And you might think that this is such a silly reason to get angry upon. Have you seen that? Have you seen them getting angry on little things, or they have any kind of habit which you think that they shouldn't do and they might be doing? Have you seen that? Have you seen that? Right? So why does that happen? It has become a habit for them, right? They are not under their control. They just shout. They just get angry, or they just get irritated on little things. It might be, I remember like my parents used to get angry when the water used to spill. It is just a simple thing, right? I can just wipe it off. But they used to get angry because it has become their habit, right? Although it's a very small thing, but it has become their habit. Do you remember the first class? And can somebody tell me how is that habit created, or how do we create our personality? Does anyone remember? We learned on first class. How do we create personality? I showed you a pic. Do you remember? How do we create personality? Anyone remember? You can raise your hand. Yes, I'll unmute you. Bhavish, you want to share? You want to share, Bhavish? Okay, anyone else? And what about the ones who haven't turned on their videos? Sure. So you remember how thought created feelings, feelings created attitude, attitude created action, and if we keep on doing certain action multiple times, it created habit, and personality is collection of habits. And personality determine my kind of relationship, and relationship determines my destiny. You remember that circle which we saw? So it's a thought which create feelings, feelings create attitude, attitude create actions, action done multiple times, it creates a habit, habit creates a personality, and personality creates relationship and then destiny. So what happened with our parents? They kept on getting angry or irritated on little things, right? They repeated that action multiple times. That became their habit. That became their personality. Sure, I can repeat that cycle again. So you can write it down. Thought, feeling, attitude, action, habit, personality, relationship, destiny. Okay, it's clear? Okay. So if action repeated multiple times, it becomes a habit. And habit creates a personality. You remember in second class, we talked about neuroplasticity. Does anyone remember what is neuroplasticity? Neuro means neuron, plasticity means to mold. So when we keep on doing certain action multiple times, our neurons create a network. They create a network, and that is how we create a habit. So that is how action becomes a habit. Then we don't need any trigger or anything to get angry. Because we got angry or irritated multiple times, neurons formed that structure. Now it became my habit and personality. So let's see, if I create a habit of being happy always, every action that I do is of happiness. If it is of peace, can I create that habit? If I keep on repeating that actions, if bad actions repeated, if I get angry multiple times, if that can become my personality, then if I'm always happy and calm, if I'm peaceful, can that not become my personality? Do you think that can become your personality? Action repeated multiple times become your habit and personality. It can become, right? So let's understand, what do we generally do? There are some belief systems which we'll have to correct first to become happy or peaceful. So let's say there is a friend who's a little rude with you. Okay, so he always keep on passing you comments. Hey, have you looked on to yourself? How bad you're looking today? You don't know how to dress up. You don't know how to walk or anything. Like you're not good. If the person keep on passing comments, what do we generally do? Whenever our friends pass comment to us that you're not good, what do we do? What do we generally do? There are two things that we do. First is reflect. In reflect, what do? We can always do the same with them, somebody said. Yes, we get angry. Correct. So if we do that, so let's say my friend said that I'm bad, and I told them, have you seen yourself? Go and look into the mirror. This is what we do. This is called reflection. Reflection, A light comes and reflects, that is reflection. Similarly, what are we doing? He's giving he's giving dirt to me and I'm reflecting back that dirt. Correct? But if I'm doing that, if I'm reflecting back, I'm bringing it to my action. It's becoming my action. I am getting angry. I am becoming rude like her. Do you like when your friends do that way? Do you like it when your friends do it? We think it's wrong, right? And what we think is they shouldn't do it. And that is why we always think that जो जैसे करता है उसके साथ वैसे ही करना चाहिए. We think that way. अगर कोई बुरा करता है उसके साथ बुरा करो, कोई अच्छा करता है उसी के साथ अच्छा करो, बट जो जैसे करता है उसके साथ वैसे करना चाहिए. We always hear these words. But if my friend is passing on a comment to me, and if I'm giving her anger, it is coming to my action. Then it will become my habit. You can write a rule. Just write down a rule. If my behavior is guided by other person's behavior, then in less than no time, I'll become a carbon copy of him or her. Even if it's a wrong behavior, if we keep on copying it, if we keep on doing the same thing which my friend is doing, it will become soon my personality. Soon I'll also become rude like her. I'll become her replica. Why do we do this? We think we are doing this for her to realize that she's not doing good. We do this because we want her to realize that. But here we need to understand it is already her personality, that is why she's doing. It's already her personality. And by doing the way she is doing, by being rude the way she is, it is becoming my personality. I'm becoming like her. You know, I've seen many persons who, like, there were few persons who used to stammer, and I had few friends who used to just mimic that person just to make a fun out of him or her. They also used to stammer. See, this is the way how he talks, blah blah blah. They also used to stammer the same way just to mimic that person and to make fun of him or her. You know what I observed? They used to mimic so much that that stammering came in their language as well. They also started stammering. This I've seen. So the things that we do just for fun, or the things that we do for other person to realize, or we think that she's being rude, I should be rude, it is coming into my action and I'm creating it. I'm building up my habit and personality. So what should we do? So then comes the question, what should we do when somebody is being rude or passing on a comment? What should we do? So let's say somebody told me that, hey, like, I don't like your dress. Why you always wear white? Don't you have colors in your life? Let's say somebody passed on this comment to me. Okay. Then we'll use an SOS technique here. SOS stands for stop, observe, and switch. Stop, observe, and switch. So she passed on a comment to me. Okay. So what I can do is I can create a hurt inside. I can create a hurt that why did she said that to me? It is not like that. I like to wear this. Why did she said that? I might get this feeling. So I have a choice here. We need to understand I have a choice here. I can hold on to that hurt for 10 seconds, for 30 minutes, for an hour, for a day, for an year, or forever. It's my choice. If I hold on to that hurt and if I create thoughts that, oh, she passed on a comment to me, and if I create hurt inside, then what is the next thing we do? I'll never forgive her. We also say this. Then we are holding on to that hurt forever, don't we? Right? So here we can choose to be hurt for 10 seconds, 30 minutes, or for an hour. So what we'll do is we'll stop here, we'll observe, okay, we'll check. Is the thing that she's saying correct? Okay, this is her perspective. What I'll say is, to my mind, I'll say it's her perspective, it's her choice. But I like what I do. Right? Then again, another thought will come. Oh, she shouldn't have said that in front of everyone. She should have talked with me personally and told me. And again, I have to say, I need to take a pause of 10 seconds, right? And then again, I have to say, it's her choice, it's her perspective, it's okay. We need to reverse the programming that we have done. We don't have to absorb whatever everyone gives. What is absorbing? Whatever everyone says, we just take it inside and we start feeling low. We lose our self-esteem, we lose our confidence. We don't have to do that, or we don't have to reflect back. Reflecting is doing same thing what the other person is doing. But when you do this inside your mind, when you give the new set of instructions to your mind, what will happen is your mind will say back again. So let's say I give it a new set of instruction that it's okay, it's her perspective. If I take on that thought in my mind,
मम्मी
my mind will say, are you
Mama?
sure about it?
नहाने जा रहे हो?
My mind will say, are you sure about it? You don't want to feel sad, you don't want to feel hurt, then there you have to be firm, no. Again, it will create a thought. Are you really sure about it? You have to firmly say no. And if we keep on doing that, it will ask you a question 2-3 times, because that is how it has been programmed, right? That is how you have programmed your mind so far. This is a new set of instructions that you're giving to your mind, that you don't have to think that way. There is a new way which I'm choosing from now on. I'm choosing this because this will make me happy, this will make me calm, and I want to choose that. So for this new set of instructions that you will give to yourself, your mind will resist. That, are you sure? Because this is not how I operated before. You need to say, yes, I want to feel happy. It's okay. It's her perspective. It's her opinion. It doesn't matter. And once you start doing that again and again, your mind will get programmed to behave this way. And soon you'll see that in every situation, you'll start being happy. This is how we program ourselves to be happy and to be calm. You don't have to hurt them, or you don't have to injure that person. That is becoming your personality. Do we want to create that personality? If you hurt or injure someone, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you feel good? You feel bad? Do you want to feel bad? You have a choice. For everything that you do in your life, you have a choice. You need to make a choice. Do I want to feel bad, or do I want to feel good? If I want to feel good, then this is what I have to do. I have to train my mind for new set of instructions. I have to be really careful about what actions am I taking, because that is becoming my personality. right? Okay. Now we understood that if someone give hurts to me, I don't have to get hurt. I don't have to take that personally. I can train my mind. Even it is not that I have to say that upfront, that it is your opinion, it is your perspective. I don't have to say that upfront. We can say that internally as well. You know, what you hear inside is not the actual person, it is your own thoughts that you hear inside. We just repeat those words inside and we hear ourselves only. So just be careful about what things are you talking with yourself, because you're giving mind instructions. Your mind is like a servant and you are the boss. Your mind is the servant and you are the boss. You can choose how do you want your mind to feel. But what do we generally say? मन तो चंचल है, मन तो घोड़ा है, मन थोड़ी सुनता है, right? We say these words. मन तो पागल है, right? Imagine like you have a servant and you are the boss, and if you keep on telling to that servant that hey, you are pagal and you are chanchal, you are ghoda, you do whatever you want, I can't control you. If you keep on telling that to your servant, sooner or later he'll start feeling I'm the boss and he'll start controlling you, right? Will your servant obey you if you pass these kinds of instructions to your servant? They won't. So you need to see mind as a servant and how are you training your mind? What kind of instructions are you giving? Right? Cool. Okay. Now let's say there is a person who's criticizing me. We saw that somebody is hurting me, but let's say there is a person who's criticizing me or abusing me. Then what do I have to do? What do we do and what do I have to do from now? Can somebody help me answer that? Anyone? Anyone would like to answer that? Sure. Karthik, you can unmute yourself. Are you able to unmute yourself? No? Okay, I think some issue from his side. Sure. So let's say someone is criticizing me or abusing me. What do? We create thoughts. What thoughts do we create? How dare he's telling me that way? Have he seen himself or herself? He doesn't have a right to talk with me that way. Doesn't he remember what kinds of activity he has done in the past? He shouldn't be proud of that. These kinds of thought we create inside our mind. The person who's standing in front of you and is criticizing you, what are you doing? That person is criticizing you. But what are you doing? Aren't you also criticizing that person? Aren't you also criticizing that person? You're also doing the same. Yes, we're doing the same. So if that person is criticizing, and if I'm also creating those thoughts and criticizing him internally, we need to see here that we are also joining their league, or we are also creating a personality like them. We're also creating a personality like them, which we don't like. Do we like the person who criticizes us? Do we like? We don't like. Let's say if you enter the class and I just talk bad about you. Do you like that? Or would you like if I talk very sweetly or if I talk good things about you? But what kind of habits are we creating by these actions? If I'm criticizing, although I might not be criticizing upfront, or I could be criticizing upfront as well, but I'm criticizing. And that is, so whatever thoughts you create your feelings, and then it comes to action, and then it becomes your habit. So even criticizing is becoming your habit. Don't we do that? We do that. Sometimes we say that, oh, I didn't mean it, but it just slipped out of my mind. Sometimes we say that, oh, I didn't mean it, but it just slipped out of my mouth. We say that sometimes. We do say, but is it that it just slipped out of our mouth, or we did actually thought about it and we spoke it? What is the truth about it? Just think. Just the words slip out of our mouth, or we have thought about it and we spoke it. Previously, we were not speaking about it, but now it just, those thoughts became words. It could be that you intentionally spoke it, but sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes we say that words slipped out of my mouth and I didn't mean it. So for that also, if you check, you already thought about it. It is never that something slipped out of somebody's mouth. It can never happen until you think about it. That is why your thought becomes your feelings, attitude, and it comes to action. So thought only comes to action, and that action becomes your habit. So if I'm criticizing somebody, although I'm doing it inside, but sooner or later I'll start doing it with my mouth as well. Because it will come into the action and it will become my habit. And if we want wrong personality, then it's okay. We can choose that. But we have a healthier option. We have two kinds of options. We always go with a healthier one, right? A good one, which makes us feel good. So why not choose that and create a good habit? Is that point getting clear? Good. So now let's say if your mom comes up to you and she says that, hey, you don't keep your cupboard properly, you need to keep it clean and properly. So now what we'll do? We saw about friends. So now your mom comes and asks you to keep your cupboard clean, let's say, for example. Do we also reflect or absorb that, and like what we'll do? We need to see here the two persons that we saw earlier. One was hurting, one was criticizing, but here there's a person who's giving you an advice. We need to differentiate between what is criticism and what is advice. So whatever other person speak to us, whatever other person, whatever advice they give to us, we need to first think, we need to first see it is their opinion. We need to first take it and we need to check, is it true? Don't I keep my cupboard clean? If not, then yes, I'll take corrective measures. I'll do proper actions to keep it clean. And if it is a hurt or a comment, then what do I need to do? I don't have to absorb it. I just need to change my thoughts to be peaceful and happy. I need to choose it. It's a matter of choice. Happiness is not in mountains or seashores or getting a job or getting into a college or being successful. Happiness is just a thought away. It is just a thought away. Always remember this. Do we believe that happiness is a thought away now, or we still have some confusion? We believe. Nice. So we have to be very careful about what actions am I doing right now, because those actions are creating my personality and my habit, right? So let's take another example. Everyone has a best friend. Everyone has a best friend. Yes, yes, we have a best friend. Nice. So let's assume that your best friend, they started teaming up with your worst enemy. Let's assume for time being that your best friend started teaming up with your worst enemy. Now what we'll do? Now what we will do? Here we are thinking of certain situations that can happen and how I can be peaceful and happy in those situations, right? So now let's say my best friend, he's teaming up with the worst enemy. My enemy, he's teaming up. So what do we do and what we'll do from now? We'll get angry on him. But now we are learning this SOS technique, right? Stop, observe, and switch. We'll switch. We don't like feeling angry. Do we like feeling angry? Do we feel happy when we are angry? Do we feel good? If we don't feel good, then we have to switch. Then we have to choose a healthier option. How can I do that? How can I do that? We don't have to create a World War III here. We have two options. Either I can create a World War III by just fighting with that friend, or I can be peaceful, I can be calm. Which option would you like to choose, and what thoughts would you create to be happy or peaceful here? Okay, somebody said that we'll think that it is his opinion, but he didn't fought with me, so we will remain good friends only. Ma'am, sure. Yeah, yes. It is her opinion, it is her choice. So we need to understand that your friend lost you. You lost a friend, your friend also lost you. They lost a loyal friend. They also lost a loyal friend. You were loyal with him or her. Like you lost that friend, they also lost you. So we don't have to be, because see here, let's say if my friend betrayed me and if I create a feelings of mistrust inside me, if people are always this way, they come and they go, I cannot trust anyone in my life. If I create these kinds of feelings inside me, if I create a feeling of mistrust again and again, then what will happen? I'll never be able to trust anyone, and it's a really serious issue. I've seen many people around me who are actually going through very bad phases in their life, but they have this mistrust feeling in them, and they're not allowing other people to help them just because they have this mistrust feeling that if somebody would help me, they'll use me, or they'll just walk away if they come in my life. All this mistrust feelings we have inside us. Because of this mistrust feeling, we are not allowing others to also help, and we'll not be able to trust anyone in our life anymore. So it's a really serious thing to think about. If my friend betraying me, if I create a feeling of mistrust, and if I do that multiple times, it will become my personality. So just tell me, the friends that you have when you were in nursery and class 1, class 2, and as and when you grow up, you always kept on making new friends, didn't you? You kept on making new friends. People come and they go in your life. People come and they go from your lives, right? Situations come and situations will go. If somebody, if Let's say from start there are many friends who betrayed me, and if I carry that feeling of mistrust inside me, and I won't be able to make new friends, it is because of those 4 or 5 friends who moved out of my life. I'm not able to make new friends in my life. Isn't it a serious thing to think about? It is just 4 or 5 friends, and lifetime I'm without my friend, right? So people will come, they'll go. But it is very important what kind of feelings we created during that time, because that is going to remain with me forever. If I create a feeling of mistrust, that is going to remain with me forever. Situations will come and go. This COVID, which the COVID came, it will come and go. But if we keep on creating a feeling of fear inside us, if we keep on getting scared multiple times, what will happen? We'll create a fearful personality. And if we go out and face anything, we'll still have that fearful personality with us. COVID will come and go, people will come and go. But what actions we do, we have to be really careful on that, because that is creating my personality. So even with COVID, I don't have to be fearful. I just have to be attentive. I just have to be a little cautious. Because if I'm fearful, let's say for this 1 year COVID stayed, and if I just incorporate those fearful feelings by just watching news or watching the people who are getting infected. So next time, whenever I go on road, won't I feel the same? Won't I feel that fear? Won't I feel that, oh, what if he or she is infected? Or if somebody comes close to me, won't I feel that fear inside me? We will. So situations will come and go. But it is very important what actions are we choosing. We can choose our actions, and that creates our personality. So it's very important to choose the right thing. Okay, so let's sit back for some time and just look what kind of habits have we created during this lockdown, right? So from, let's say, about 6 months, what are the kinds of habits that I've created, and what are the kind of actions that I'm doing which will result into certain habits? Let's just sit back for a minute and just observe your life. Okay, let's just introspect. And then if you come up with certain actions or habits, you can write them like privately in the chat box. You can message me, okay, or you can message publicly also, whatever suits you. Just sit back and observe your day to day. What are the actions and behaviors that I choose today? What is that I'm choosing? The actions, my habits. What is the personality that I'm creating? Just think about it. Okay. So would anyone like to share something? Would anyone like to share anything that you came up with? Either waking up late, because I know most of you would be waking up late these days. That is also a habit, isn't it? What are the other things that you could think of? Just think. What are the other things? So we all have started waking up late during this lockdown. You've started sleeping late and waking up late. Every one of you. Every one of you. You've started sleeping late and waking up late. So that is also an action which is becoming our habit, isn't it? That happened during this lockdown. Do you know the consequences of sleeping late and waking up late? Do you know? It impacts your psychological, you create many psychological disorders. It impacts your metabolism. If you wake up late, don't you feel lazy throughout the day? Because I have observed that I've observed both the patterns in my life, and I observed that whenever I wake up late, I just feel very lazy throughout the day. And people around me also, I've seen them when they shared with me their experiences about waking up late and like waking up early. So they shared that it impacted their health in a very bad way. They just gained fat. Some of them had a very heavy hair loss. Some, there was a research also done on certain kinds of people who wake up early and who waked up very late. So for 10 years, there was an observation done, and it was observed that the person who wake up late, they have a more tendency of dying. They develop psychological disorders. They impact their metabolism. They have a very high rate of getting cardiovascular diseases. And if we develop this habit, what will happen? This is also a habit, right? And what are the other kinds of habit that we are creating? The habit of procrastination. अरे कल कर लेंगे, कल कर लेंगे. Isn't that also an action which is creating our personality? That is also an action, right? कल कर लेंगे, कल कर लेंगे, कल कब आता है? So if we are doing those kinds of, if we keep on doing those kinds of action, that is also personality which we are creating. So if you see here, there are many people who have still turned off their videos. That is also a choice that we took. That is also a choice that we took of not facing. That is also decreasing our tendency of facing people. If we keep on avoiding people and if we turn off our videos, what is it doing? It is reducing our tendency of facing people. As in, when you grow up, you won't be able to face people and talk with them face to face. This is because of little choices that you keep on making throughout the day. Because you have turned off your video. It's a very small choice if you see. It's a little choice, right? For an hour, you have just turned off the video. But as in when you grow up, you will still try avoiding meeting people. You will not talk with people on phone because you will lose your tendency to face people. You'll just message them and you'll just leave it. Or you might want to just avoid meeting people or avoid meeting them face to face. So that is also how we are creating our personality. It is just by those little choices that we keep on making throughout the day. See, it is such a little choice, right? A little choice of waking up early. So waking up early also act. So when you wake up early, you're very creative during that time, you know. If you want to draw a very beautiful drawing, or you want to do some discoveries, generally if you see those people, they used to wake up early in their life, because their mind is very active during that time, and you're losing that precious time of your life. It's a very little choice that we are making. We are waking up late, right? Or we're just turning off our videos, or we are just saying, oh, I don't want to do it now, I'll do it later. It's a little choice, but this all little choices are creating our personality. Let's say if I just say that I just want to skip my breakfast and I'll directly do lunch. So over time, have you observed that you stop feeling hungry for breakfast or any meal? If you keep on skipping that meal, you'll stop feeling hungry, because that becomes your habit now. So each little choices that you keep on making in your life, it becomes your habit. So we have to be really very careful of what little choices I'm doing, what little choices I'm making, and what actions am I doing. Is it clear? We understand the importance of action. Do we understand the importance of action? Actions are creating my habit, my personality. Now we'll be a little careful when we make choices. Either it's the other person who's hurting me. Nobody is responsible for my hurt. It's me. Nobody is responsible for my pain. It's me. Yes. Okay. So just be very careful about whatever little choices you make. So let's say, how did our parents, or if a person in your life, if you might have seen, why did they are short tempered, or any personality did they create in life? How did they do that? Just by making those little choices in the life, right? So it's your time, like you're growing up. You have to be really very careful about little choices that you make. Okay. So you have any questions you can ask? Sometimes, I wanted to make one more thing a little clear. Sometimes, we do things out of peer pressure also, don't we? And what do our friends say during that time? अरे एक बार कर ले क्या जाता है? It's just one time. Are we understanding now? If we do it one time, even that one time is coming into my action. Will it not become my personality? Will it not become my personality? Let's say if I do it once, okay? Let's say I made that choice. Let's say my friends, they are forcing me. They're forcing me, let's say, to drink, okay? Or to do any bad activity, or to support them in any bad thing. Let's say if I do it once, what is the harm? I did it only once, right? What is the harm? I might feel bad inside. My conscience will say, oh, you didn't do that thing right. Okay. So second time, when they'll approach you again for doing that bad thing, now what thought you'll get inside? Okay, I did it that time. It was okay. I didn't feel anything bad. Let me do it. You will do it second time. They'll approach you third time. You'll again create a thought, oh, I did it 2 times. I think it's okay. It might not become my habit still. Let me do it. You'll again do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now it's your habit. Now it's your habit. But the first time when you were about to do it, your conscience wasn't allowing you to do that. There you need to use your SOS technique. Stop, observe, and switch. Just see whatever things feel right to you, just do that thing. If your conscience is telling you that no, it is something which I shouldn't do, just don't do it. Even for the first time, don't do it. Because for the second time, you'll get a thought, oh, I did it once, nothing happened. And then third time, and then fourth time, and then it becomes a habit. Right? So we have to be really very careful about each little choice that we make. Little choice. It was just once that I did. Just once. But see where I ended up. You need to be very careful about the thought, about your feeling, about your actions. All of us want a good personality, don't we? We want that people should come, they should feel happy with us, they should feel that joy. We want to make them feel like get a smile in their face. But for that good personality, we learned how we make the personality, right? So you need to understand how fortunate you are that you're learning this at the very early stages of your life. See the people around you and friends around you. Do they know that their thought is creating personality? Do they know their little actions is creating habit and personality? We don't. Aren't we fortunate that now we can be a little cautious about what steps I choose? So just a little clap for ourselves that we're fortunate, right? You're so lucky. Okay. So you have any questions you can ask? If you have any questions, you can ask me. Or any situation where you think that how can I just respond and not react? We know the differences between responding and reacting. Do we know the difference between respond and react? A reaction is whenever there is any situation or whenever there is any person, whatever whatever they do, I just do as it is. That is reaction. And response is I stop, observe, and then I take an action and then I take a step. That is response. A reaction is without thinking and doing. That is reaction. So in every situation, we have to be careful that we are not reacting and we are responding to that situation. Okay? Okay. Sure. So if you don't have any questions, we'll just do a little meditation. So how you're understanding the importance of meditation? You know, why do we say Om Shanti? Anyone knows the meaning of Om Shanti? Om Shanti means I am peace. I am peace. So meditation, basically you take strong affirmations in meditation and it's a conscious thinking. So in meditation, you're training your mind to think right, to think correctly. And that is why meditation creates a good personality. So you think consciously that I'm good. So write some certain affirmations that you can take for meditation. Every one of you can write certain affirmations. Okay. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm peaceful. I'm powerful. I deserve good. I can win. These are certain affirmations that you need to take every day to remind yourself that yes, I'm good. Yes, I'm powerful. Yes, I'm peace. I'm happy. I'm loveful. So when you keep on reminding this, yes, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, so thought will become your personality. You will become loveful. You will become peaceful. If I keep on telling me that I'm worse, I can't do it, I'm a loser, I'm a failure, what will I, how, like what personality would it create? Of a loser, of a failure. But if I keep on reminding me, I'm a winner, I can win, I'm happy, I'm peaceful, I'm loveful. So what personality would it create? A good personality, a winning personality, a fighting personality. So that is how meditation helps us. Okay. So this meditation, we can do it any time in the day, even while walking. So meditation is not about certain postures. You can even remind yourself while walking or while playing or while doing anything, while studying. You can remind yourself. Okay. So let's sit back and do a short meditation. Sit quietly. Just observe yourself. Just observe your feelings. How am I feeling right now? I am loveful. I am peaceful. I am very happy. I am a winner. I am powerful. I have a great power to create my personality. In every situation, I have a choice, and I make good choices that makes me feel happy, that makes me feel good. So from now on, I use my power use my power of thought to create my personality. I'll always make good choices. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. We'll meet next Saturday at the same time. Okay. So we'll try practicing this throughout the day. We'll observe little choices that we are making, and we'll try using this SOS technique to make us feel better, and we'll create a good personality, right? Okay.
Om Shanti Didi. Bye.
Om Shanti. Bye.